Gamers, how's it going? Welcome to the Metroid One Life challenge. As you know, in the past, we played Metroid just really the standard way pretty much. Nothing too special about it really. We played through the game. We died a couple times. It went alright. But this is the real challenge. This time we're gonna be playing Metroid, but the challenge added is that we only have one life. And if we die, we have to go all the way back to the beginning. For anyone wondering, this is not a game mode. This is purely a rule I have set up here, so I'm gonna be the one who resets the game when we die there. Anyways, what we're gonna go for first is the missile tank, and then we're gonna do a little something unique. I'm gonna try to keep a lot of things unique in this. Kind of beat this game last time in more of like a standard way, I guess. Like, a way that basically everyone beats it. We're gonna try something a little different here. We're gonna try to get the items in a unique order. So right after we get the missile tank, instead of going for the long beam, we're gonna try to get ourselves the energy tank that is a little ways to the right of here. First, we're gonna need to go up. I think we could be doing a little bit better in terms of energy right now. It's a little low for my liking. It just got lower as I said that. That's probably why, getting hit every 2 seconds while commentating. So basically where we're gonna go right after this is right in this door right here. That's pretty much where the energy tank's gonna be. A little ways to the right. And it's probably going to be recommended by most gamers that you get the long beam first before going in there. Because having such a limited range here with our shots is not very good for the enemies that are in there right now. They might actually beat us. They might actually cause us to restart this challenge for the first time, but I would sincerely hope that we do not have to restart this challenge at all. But I guess restarting would also kind of be good for me because that would give me an excuse to play this game a little bit more for a video. This is a really good game. I think it is my favorite Metroid game so far that I've played. The other two, they just feel like, the other two Metroid games I've played are Metroid Dread and Super Metroid. I've beaten these. Metroid Dread was super hard. Literally, one of the hardest final bosses I've ever played in a video game. The graphics in that game are phenomenal. I just don't like how everything is hidden behind a secret. I like how you're more free in this game. And now it is back up here we go. And this is basically that fabled area I was talking about right here. As you can see, we got lava on the ground down there. Not very good for our 44 units of energy here. I'm just beginning to realize that the energy isn't measured in this, so that could be 44 of anything. So Samus could actually be like super weak and we don't know it. And weak being, I guess, less of a relative term in this point because the enemies sure are weaker. I mean, we're taking them out pretty regularly here all throughout the game. But I'm probably overthinking this game like I overthink basically everything in life. And here it is. There's the energy tank. We're gonna nab that. And what do you say we actually go get the bomb next? Because that's not far away either. Let's go right here. And we're gonna carefully avoid that enemy right there. That could have been ugly right there, but 99 energy. Actually, double 99 energy. 198 energy, if you think about it, because we do have that energy tank now. I don't understand why the energy tanks just can't be 100. I guess the NES was limited to displaying only 2 of those characters for energy on screen. I don't really know. I really can't tell you. Anyways, right up here and to the left, right here is the bomb. And this is what I like about this game, because we can easily just go and do this. It's a little bit more challenging, but it actually is possible. If this were like a later Metroid game, there'd probably be a whole bunch of long beam blocks in front of this that can only be broken by the long beam. And we'd have to go back and do that. And what fun is that? Because you can only have one specific playthrough if you're just locked like that. With this game, we can do a little something special. And there we go. That's one instance where I'm going to play this game wrong. Let's go get the ice beam next. You know, if you really think about it, the bombs might actually be our most powerful attack now because we only have so much range on our shooting thing here. I don't really know what Samus shoots, to be honest. It's probably not bullets because, you know, this is a sci-fi game. I don't think bullets, like in other games we've played, are very realistic for this game. So I don't know what to call it, really. We are actually doing very good dodging in this video. I did play this game once, just so I could see what this was going to feel like, I guess. And my jumping wasn't very good. But it's good to see that when it matters most, it is good. I'm very happy about that. We might have to get some more missiles, though. We only got 2 of them. That might be a little bit of a problem here. Will you give me missiles? No, you won't. You'll give me energy, that's for sure. Just give me a second here. And we finally have enough missiles to open this door. Very, very nice. And if you're wondering if you do get the ice beam, you also get the long beam with it, you don't. I tested that as well. We're still very limited in terms of range. Now, it might be a little bit of a struggle to get out of this. There we go. Because you technically, I think they technically expected you to have the high jump boots when you get to that point right there, but we obviously didn't. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. It is pretty close to, you know, the beginning of the game. I'd expect most people to be there at. But at least it's possible to get out just because of that little thing right there, that invisible block, I guess, or the fake block, whatever you want to call it. And before we get the long beam, I'm going to do one more bold thing, okay, gamers? What I'm going to do, we're going to go down into Norfair and get the high jump boots. This is probably going to be the most dangerous thing I will do in this episode. Because as we know, from the first Metroid series I did, that Norfair is a tad bit dangerous, especially early game. But if you can pull off all the crazy stunts I've been pulling off, with all the dodging, it is possible to get it. However, I did not succeed in doing this in my testing. I was fireballed by the seahorses below, those infamous seahorses that we all know and love, I guess? I mean, it's very beneficial for your entertainment to see me try and survive one of these things, but their aim is so crazy, and the knockback is actually the worst. So let's see if I can do this, or will we literally die in the first episode? And here we are. I think the key to getting through here alright is going to be freezing every single enemy. Because in this game, all you gotta do is shoot them once to freeze them. Just like that. We did get hit quite a few times there, so I am going to kill some of the weaker enemies. Falling into lava is going to be a big, big no-no. That's going to be a huge hazard right there. But I think as long as we stay more towards the top in this section, I reckon we should be okay. Alright, and after going down a tad, this should be the door right in here. This is it. This is the very room I died in off camera when I was testing this challenge, you know. Just getting a feel for it. We'll open up that door right there, and there it is, the good stuff. Alright, now that we actually have the boots, let's see if we can leave. I hope we can, honestly. Would be kind of helpful. We are gonna have to deal with a little bit of slowdown, and that too. And the knockback. But I will not give up, gamers. See, we got out of that okay. Only 14 health left, but it's better than none. Now, I think it is officially time that we get the long beam. I know, you all have been waiting all video for this to happen, and I'm proud to say it is finally happening. Assuming I can get out of here okay. Let's also get whatever's behind this door. I believe it's missiles. I feel like we can't actually do anything right here, though. I don't know, there's just this feeling inside of me that this area, the missiles are gonna be, like, completely inaccessible. Uh-oh. Okay, okay, it's time to abort, time to abort. Nope, never mind, I never said anything. No missiles for us. Let's leave. We're below an energy tank. I'm starting to get a little bit scared here. Let's just leave. You know what? Just remove ourselves from the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Best strategy ever. And then just after this hallway, we're gonna be in the clear. Unless something goes absolutely horribly wrong in Brinstar. But I think there is a much higher chance of something going wrong here than it is there. And just like that, we are officially safe. Alright, now it is time to ascend this blue passageway right here to get the very first item we should have gotten in this game if we were normal. Right behind this door. We do have all 5 missiles, which is good. I really don't like grinding for missiles and other items. It just gets very boring and repetitive. Alright, and here we are, this blue room right here. I really forget this room a ton. Like, I remember the rooms for the high jump boots, and maybe even the wave beam to a degree, more than that room right there, purely because of just how natural it feels, this item. Like, we start most Metroid games, both Metroid games I've played that I won't shut up about, have the long beam, you know, automatically on Sam. It's not even an item, it's just a necessity. So really, that room just kind of feels like it doesn't exist to me, but it kind of does, because it's essential to the game. I don't know what I'm saying here. It just feels unique to have to go in there. It feels like we're in there the least out of all the item rooms in this game, and other games too. Which is why I forgot the entirety of that room is completely blue, and it's the same shade of blue as well. Anyways, I should probably say what we're doing next. What we're gonna do next, we're gonna nab ourselves this energy tank right behind this wall right here. Last time, I did quite a clutch here. I was able to freeze this bat right here, a little something like that, and then I did this right here. I can, yes, this right here. Very nice Metroid clutch by yours truly. And I don't know why I couldn't do that as a kid, but I guess I can now. And now we're gonna grab ourselves another energy tank, or we're gonna try. We're gonna go on down to a unique place. Also my favorite place in the whole game if you didn't watch the original Metroid series on this channel. Kraid's hideout. I love the music here. It's amazing. I think it's literally the best thing in my whole life, actually. This music has changed my life. Anyways, in all seriousness, we need our missiles, that's for sure, because this energy tank, it's hidden behind one of these mysterious red doors. We're gonna need some missiles to get rid of that, as you just saw earlier. I think it's this one. Maybe it's not. If it's the top one, that would probably mean there's a missile tank behind this one, but I think the missile tank is the top one. So you know what would actually be pretty smart? Let's go for the one I think the missile tank is in first. That way we can get the missile tank, and then we can use the missile tank to knock down the other door. Pretty smart here. Look at me using my brain. Assuming I can actually get the missiles. This one right here, I think I know, that it goes to Kraid. Man, oh man, it feels a little bit weird being in here, like, so early in the game. And prepare to feel a lot more weird with me throughout this series, I guess, or this sub-series, really. Because we're going to be going to all kinds of places in the complete wrong order in this game, just so we can flex getting some cool items at different parts of the game, I guess. Which is a freedom I really value in this game. You know what I'm really noticing that we don't have right now in this place? We don't have the screw attack, which is how I take out a lot of the enemies in this place, because they're just everywhere. They're like, it's spammed. Like, we have dudes coming out of the lava right here. Can't even avoid them. And they hit us through the door like that, too. Telling you, the screw attack in this place works wonders, and it's gonna be quite a challenge to not have it. Uh-oh. That could have been bad right there, but we'll freeze these two nerds. Can we actually get through? Good. Yes, we can. Okay, good. Go right on over here, and I believe this is the energy tank. And there we go. Very nice. And it appears that it's gonna take a couple attempts to get out of this room, because this is a pretty tricky room to get out of. You gotta bomb yourself, like, right up here. Get up there. You don't want to go too far to the left, or else you'll fall down one of these corridors. Not very good. And you got a bomb right here. That way you can land right on over here, else you'll be put into the lava on the other side of this fake wall, which isn't very good. And we got to avoid the enemy that's not very avoidable. Oh, my bad. The never-ending stream of enemies that rise out of the lava right here. Very thankful for the ice beam in this situation, because we can just freeze one of them and no more of them will spawn. But oh man, we are not doing too hot in terms of energy up there. 59 in one energy tank, not good. Although it would be pretty dang nice to snag another missile tank before we left this place, for now at least. We'll be back for Kraid later, definitely. Kind of essential for beating this game. Go behind this door right here. Luckily for you, the never-ending enemy spawner is a little bit bearable, you know, just a tiny bit. We don't have the lava, or as much lava. I really don't know who's falling into that one little bit of lava right there, but I've done it a couple times, let's be real here. And it appears that this is broken right here, I guess. It's not spawning any enemies, what's up with that? So yeah, I think we're gonna head on out of here before anything stupid happens. But anyways, what we're gonna get next is we are going to get the Varia suit. It's going to be very essential to make sure we stay alive here, and I'd like to get it as soon as possible. That way we don't have any unprecedented mishaps happening. Basically, if you're new to Metroid and you don't know what a Varia suit is, it's basically armor. You take, I believe, half as much damage as you would with the normal suit on. It's also a very fashionable pink color, so you know I need it. What we also need right now to actually get it are missiles, but we do have plenty of ways to go before we actually get there. It's actually the highest point I think you can go in the game, minus the statue room. This will also be a great opportunity for us to get all that energy back. Alright, so where we're going to want to go is we're going to want to go up in this gold corridor right here. And then we're going to go into a green area, if you didn't watch the previous Metroid series. I personally think you probably should have watched that series. If you're gonna watch this one, because we have played this game before. And I think that series really, like, shows you around the game a whole lot more with this. I am purely just messing around here, seeing what crazy shenanigans we could pull off. But nevertheless, I will try to keep it as informative as humanly possible. And I reckon right behind this hallway right here should be, yes, the secret Varia room. Basically, all these blocks right here are fake. You can shoot right through them, and when they respawn, you can stand on them, and right up here is our Varia suit, but we do need the high jump boots to actually get up to this door. Where is the ledge? There it is. I did mention this when we did this in the previous series, that it might be possible if you have the ice beam only here by freezing the little enemy that was in the hallway there, assuming it gets up into the upper chamber somehow, which is very hard, and I haven't pulled that off, but in theory that is possible. And that would be a huge flex for us if we got the Varia suit before the high jump boots, but unfortunately for us, that really isn't the case right now. But better late than never. There we go. Our beautiful pink color. That's how you know we're good at this game. But anyways, that's all I've really got for you today. Hopefully this video came out pretty good. I do know that there are some lost frames in this, and that's not because of OBS, that's because of the game itself. I don't know why this game wasn't designed to run on its own hardware, let alone the Nintendo Switch's hardware, which is, I imagine, several times better than an original NES, but it is what it is, I guess. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.